It was an age of miracles.
I love it.
It was an age of art.
How's the great American novel coming?
It was an age of excess.
Gatsby.
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 I'm Gatsby.
It was an age of discovery.
I find it interesting that people are digging into the sources for Gatsby. We may never know.
Everybody seems to believe that Great Neck is West Egg and the Port Washington Peninsula represents East Egg.
It was 1920. 4 weeks after the Fitzgeralds got married, they spent their first summer together in Connecticut.
If you talk about Great Neck, oh, yes, we know Fitzgerald's connected with Great Neck, but they don't know anything about Westport.
Next door to their cottage lived a mystery millionaire who threw extravagant parties.
This house is a very significant setting.
We took Zelda's only novel, Save Me the Waltz, The Beautiful Damned, and we took Gatsby, and we found phrases, words, and scenes. They're both talking about the same thing.
At night, on a distant dock, a green light shimmered.
The shack behind you is rented by another Yale College man named Nick Carraway.
Carraway's cottage, in a fictional place named West Egg, is subconsciously an echo of Westport.
The world's preeminent Fitzgerald scholar didn't believe Westport had anything to do with Gatsby.
He's the biggest name in Fitzgerald scholarship.
He was just a larger-than-life figure.
People get excited about the facts and forget the artwork.
Professor Broccoli sought to change various words to correspond to what he believed the author must have meant.
He's very unhappy because this is contrary to all his theories.
Fitzgerald blends different times of his life and creates composites.
It all converges on Gatsby, and Gatsby is inexhaustible.
If it wasn't his idea and he didn't believe in it, it was heresy. It shouldn't be printed.
Think of all of us when we're around 20 and we see some other landscape. That has an effect that 10 years later, it wouldn't have.
They both look as though they just stepped out of the sun.
People fell in love not with Zelda and not with him, but with the two of them together.
He knew back then in 1920 he would never be as happy again. Is he saying that about himself?
His dream must have seemed so close that he could hardly fail to grasp it. He did not know that it was already behind him.
I think it was one of those peak creative times. There was an exuberance and an energy.
Most of us have a favorite, a heroic period in our lives.
This was the moment of the most intense love that those two experienced. If that's what he went away from here feeling, well, then maybe this place did animate that novel.